Hi there, I'm Tara Murphy and this is Primp and Play. Today we are making something for the Tooth Fairy. So we know that it is always special when kids have a milestone like losing a tooth. So we wanted to create something that you could do with them to make a little something special for them to deliver their tooth to the Tooth Fairy. So we are making a felt envelope today that you can make together and have it as part of this milestone for them. So the first thing that we're gonna do is get a piece of felt. You could get this anywhere, any type of store that is a craft store, like an AC Moore, Walmart, Target, anywhere has these. They're really accessible for everyone. Now, as I started to make this, I realized that I have no idea how to make an envelope. So what I did is I went and just grabbed an envelope out of my house, which is probably the easiest way for you to do this too, because you don't want to have to deal with making a printable and dealing with a printer not working and all of that type of thing. We're trying to keep things simple and fun. So grab an envelope and just take it apart. So that's what I did here, and just pulled this envelope apart, and this is the actual template that you're going to use to create your Tooth Fairy envelope with your child. So all you have to do is place the envelope template on the fabric, and we're going to trace it with our trusted Sharpie marker. And if you don't want to do that, we could just simply cut it. So if you want to trace it and then allow your child to cut it, you could do it that way. Or things don't have to be exactly perfect. Just trim along the lines and it'll work itself out. So you're going to cut the envelope along the lines. And you're going to end up with what looks like a flat envelope. We'll get there. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually use glue dots. You could use hot glue if you'd like. You could have your child use a fabric glue also, and the easiest way to do that to avoid a mess is to have them actually apply the fabric glue with a paintbrush rather than trying to deal with all of that. So you're going to end up with a template like this, and what we're going to do is you simply fold it the bottom half over, and then you're going to fold the flaps in. And I've already started this one here where I've just taken our trusty Elmer's glue dots and I have just applied them on the inside of the fold. So you just apply the dots, fold it over. That's where you would also be putting your fabric glue or your hot glue as well. So we'll do that on the other side. It's a miracle. We have an envelope that will stay together if you put glue dots on the other side. Okay, and then what you're going to want to do is create a little area for your child to write a message to the Tooth Fairy. So I'm going to just use some of the fabric that we have here. Again, just keeping it simple, using only really one item to kind of put this together so that you're not needing a million different materials. So you could just take a piece, you're going to cut out a tiny little square that you're going to use in the postage stamp area, because we have to mail it to the Tooth Fairy, of course. And then we're going to make a larger square where they could address it to the Tooth Fairy. You could have them do that with a marker. You could have them do that with fabric marker or just a regular marker. Whatever you have in the house will work. You could also do adhesive stickers, things like that. So again, taking our glue dot, just placing it on the back of the fabric, placing it on. Simple. And then again, let's put our address label. Another glue dot, maybe 2 just to be safe. Stick it on the back. The kids will think this is fun because they're sticky. So we have this so far. I'm going to use a Sharpie. Obviously don't let your child use a Sharpie unless you're trying to punish yourself that day. We're gonna address this to the tooth fairy. And then instead of a stamp, I'm gonna use a star sticker. These you could get, again, any store that has craft supplies, just a sticker with the backing on it. Keep it simple. That's our stamp. Put it on there. If you want to get a little fancy, like I'm sure my daughter would, my tooth fairy would want to be blinged out, so we will add a little fanciness to her name label. So far, that's what we got. This is the flap that's gonna go down. So the easiest way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna wanna keep it closed because the last thing we need is for a tooth to be missing when the tooth fairy comes. So we are going to just poke a hole with a hole punch. We're not trying to sew, we're not trying to get crazy here. Just punch a hole in 2 different places. You're gonna punch the hole in the top of the flap, and then you're gonna punch a hole in the back. And then, oops, flying glue dots. What we're gonna do is we're just going to take a piece of yarn and you will just put that through the 2 holes. Tie it in a bow. Make sure all of your seals are tight, and it is ready for the tooth fairy. Here you go. Thank you for watching. I'm Tara Murphy. This is Primp and Play. For more information, be sure to check us out at primpandplay.com or visit our location in Morristown, New Jersey on Main Street.